Now, I was initially working on a different video to upload today, but during the time I was working on that video, this whole situation just kept getting worse and worse by the minute. So I decided to temporarily drop what I was working on and to cover this instead for one simple reason, actually multiple simple reasons. That being, number one, making fun of doxers and cheese pizza lovers is always fun, and number two, I already knew this person struggles immensely with criticism, so why not make her wig lose some more hair from this? And number 3, there are some things I would like to point out which I don't really see anyone else talking about. Now, as you can tell from the title, today we are going to be talking about YouTube's self-admitted perfect creator, and that is none other than SSSniperwolf. And yes, as you could tell from the previous statement, she has been caught not only doxing someone, but also soliciting cheese pizza from a 16-year-old girl, while being 24 at the time, because she loves underdeveloped Bob, and she is not Otaku Daikun, EDP. Now I will get back to that in just a moment. First, I want all of you to guess what prompted her to think that doxing someone is a good idea. Well, if you guessed getting criticized, you'd be absolutely right, and the person who criticized her is called Jacksfilms. I mean, can you honestly imagine being such a pussy-ass bitch that you get unironically this fucking upset over shit talk on the internet? Because you know what you can do when someone is talking shit about you on the internet? You can turn off your computer. Wow, such a revolutionary concept, I know. But I'm sure Sniperwolf has an amazing excuse for doing that, so why don't we take a look at it, just out of fairness to both sides? Well then, shall we? This creep has been harassing me for months, and we're starting off strong with equating criticism to harassment like many other retards have done before, and no, it doesn't stop being any less fucking stupid. And you also gotta love the cosmic irony of her calling him a creep. So her posting a video on her Instagram asking if she should go to his house and then taking a picture of his real address is not being a creep, but him making a few videos on her is. Someone make that shit make sense. So shit talk on the internet counts as being a creep, but stalking someone doesn't, according to Sniperwolf. But we'll come back to that creep comment again later on. For now, let's read a bit further on. That plays victim, saying I threatened him when I just wanted to talk to him. Okay, serious question here. Are you genuinely fucking retarded? When you post someone's location online for everyone to see with a message like, let's talk like adults, what the fuck do you want him to think of that? For all he knew, she could have been armed. I mean, she was clearly deranged enough to drive over to his house, all over petty internet beef, so it's not like the context is in her favor either. And before any retard says, oh, why would he be intimidated by a woman? This woman has been arrested for armed robbery. I don't wanna fucking hear it. I have no ill intentions. Sure you don't. You just drove to someone's house over petty internet beef. It's totally not like his videos have literally no effect on you whatsoever, other than the one you yourself allowed them to have. It couldn't be that simple, right? This honestly feels like it was some pathetic intimidation tactic on her part. Yet now, when she didn't get the response she wanted, she's trying to backpedal and cry wolf to appear like a victim, no pun intended. Can you get any more pathetic? And as you can see from the video length, she very much can. It's so sad that people have to constantly create drama to pay their bills. I just found this statement absolutely fucking hilarious. So now, she's bitching and moaning about the content he makes, yet earlier, she was calling him a creep for criticizing her for the content she makes. Rules for thee, but not for me. And also, saying that he created the drama is some massive fucking projection on her part, considering she was the one who started this entire drama to begin with, yet now when Jacksfilms is clapping back, she suddenly isn't a fan of it. You love to fucking see it. And if you expected YouTube to do anything about this, you would be playing yourself. Remember, this is their quote-unquote perfect creator, so if you expected them to do anything more than take away monetization from one and only one of her videos, you would be playing yourself. Oh yeah, and let's not forget the wonderful statement they gave. Confirming SSSniperwolf has received a temporary monetization suspension per creator responsibility policies. Alright, now, I'm not sure whether they are trying to say that they temporarily demonetized her channel like they did with the Actman when he made a joke about doxing adventures, or that the video that got demonetized only temporarily. Because if it's the former, then that is a clear fucking lie, and if it's the latter, that means her punishment is even fucking milder than it initially appears. But we can't know for sure because those are the wonders of corporate language. Off-platform actions that put others' personal safety at risk, harm our community, and the behavior on both sides isn't what we want on YT. Okay, first of all, I just want to point out that whoever wrote this is fucking illiterate, because the word off-platform should be written with a dash in between. Second, if these actions are what you don't want on YT, you would have actually done something about it, but lo and behold, you didn't. Not with Quantum TV, and not now. Almost like such actions are exactly what you want. And also, they say both sides, meanwhile Jacksfilms wasn't the one who doxed Sniperwolf, and if they mean his content is allowed on YouTube as per fair use, so this really just comes off as blatant blame shifting. Hoping everyone helps move this convo, very professional word there, to a better place, which translated from bullshit means they just want everyone to shut the actual fuck up about it, and we clearly know why. YouTube loves picking favorites and that shit has been known since the beginning of fucking time itself. But this all wouldn't be complete without a half-assed, no-effort YouTuber apology. And it's the same apology that is being widely speculated to be AI generated, just to show you how fucking bad it is. Now, while that's not 100% confirmed just due to factors like false positives on many of the tests and whatnot, it is pretty fucking likely. This bitch literally put the ukulele apology to shame. So let's go ahead and laugh at this complete abortion. Let me start by saying, I'm sorry for my recent actions, it is inexcusable, which she says after she tried excusing said actions by calling Jacksfilms a creep and using his videos on her as an excuse. Not to mention, everything she did was premeditated. She could have stopped at any moment but she didn't and went through with it beginning to supposed end. Suffice to say, she's not sorry for what she did, she is sorry she got caught. If this action bullied Jacksfilms into silence and no one spoke out against it, this apology wouldn't exist and that is incredibly fucking obvious. I'm sorry to Jacksfilm, which she misspelled multiple times, just to show you how little effort was put into this apology. YouTube, the entire creator community, and my incredible fans. Yeah, I'd say the word brain that is more fitting than incredible, but I digress. For not being a better example for appropriate conflict resolution. Jacksfilm misspelled again. While we certainly don't see eye to eye and have our differences, I am sorry for reacting the way I did when I should have taken the opportunity to show young creators how adults and professionals resolve conflict by communicating directly, respectfully, and privately, not for views or content, but a meaningful example of how conflict should be solved. So basically, she's not sorry to him, nor is she sorry for what she did. She's only sorry that quote young creators got to witness it. This whole non-apology genuinely feels like one of those child's kids that try to have some grand fucking message or whatever the fuck, where the characters constantly look at the camera and are very clearly talking to the audience instead of each other. But then again, Sniperwolf would know a thing or two about children, as we'll soon find out. I will reach out directly and hope we can find some time to connect and communicate, respectfully. I'd also like to thank YouTube for holding me accountable, which is a different way of saying thank you for not doing jack shit, and yes, I will let you suck my dick later. I deserve it, respect the decision. Well, of course you do, since they are sexually attracted to plastic and would do nothing to harm it. And appreciate the opportunity to learn from a true lapse in judgment. Ah, you were expecting me to do the overused joke just now, did you? Well, get fucked. Jokes aside, this is not a lapse in judgment and you fucking know it. But now, let's also talk about the other thing that got found out amidst this drama. One of her old videos resurfaced where she went on Omegle and basically asked a pair of young boys to commit live action cuties. Yes, I am referring to the Netflix movie Cuties, and no, I am not joking. I wish I fucking was, but this bitch is genuinely just that fucking sick in the head. Don't believe me? Well, here's a thankfully censored clip of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. Let's get the little guy too. I wanted to see the little guy.
Oh, what's that? You thought this was an isolated incident? No, motherfucker. Because when this clip resurfaced, it raised a lot of eyebrows, and people started wondering if this was the only time she has done something like this. As it turns out, it wasn't, as another video resurfaced where she also went on Omegle, this time posing as a 15-year-old girl while being 24 at the time, and she stumbled across this 16-year-old girl. And what does she do? Agree to show the girl her doubles if the girl does it first. Just look at this bullshit and don't worry, it is properly cut.
Girl, what's up? How old are you? I'm like 15. How old are you? Oh, 16, I'm 15. Oh, you're just like a year older than me. That's pretty cool. Damn, tell me why she looked 30. Yeah, can you hear me now? Wanna show each other? Sure. Yeah, I'll show you my B. Oops. You first. I'm shy. Oh, damn, you work at Hooters too?
Like, this shit is how the fucking predators online do it all the fucking time. Pose as underage, the typical 1-year age gap. So I don't think I need to explain how this shit is completely fucking illegal, but then again, this is typically what happens when you replace your brain with plastic. So now, knowing this, it is endlessly ironic that she has the gall to call Jacksfilms a creep when she did shit like this. And speaking of illegal, she also has a criminal record, as she was arrested for armed robbery as mentioned earlier, as well as disorderly conduct, or more specifically, getting into a fight. This is someone who should be in a fucking cell and on a leash at the same time. Oh, and before I get some pedo defender in the comments being like, well, the minor asked for it first, so it's not Sniperwolf's fault. Sniperwolf is an adult and she knew it was wrong. And the fact she had no excuse for this one, and instead nuked both videos when this shit was found out, says as much. And anyone who defends this kind of shit deserves nothing less than to brace for the freight train, and no, I am not sorry, and also no, I am not being too harsh, because this is borderline predatory activity we're talking about. So if you see nothing wrong with this, do the world a favor and take the advice of the Elden Ring guy. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover. Whether or not she's gonna follow up with what she quote wrote in her non-apology regarding reaching out to Jacksfilms is yet to be seen, but judging by his demeanor and her lack of sincerity, I highly doubt it. Keep in mind, this is someone who is completely fucking unhinged, and if I was him, I'd stay strapped or stay as far away as humanly possible. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. Thank you to these channel members who embraced the chat, Doom Guy, and earned the shoutout. Be sure to like and subscribe to boost me in the algorithm. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.